If it's a day called today, we're talking guitars and life. Let's get into it.
If it's a day called today, come rain, sleet, or snow, we're talking guitars and life, Jack. Get your popcorn, a Diet Coke, and come on to the show. Let's go! TED Talks, Guitars and Life. TED Talks, Guitars and Life.
Well, welcome back everybody to another exciting episode of Ted's Never Done This Before, Jack. No guys, it's TED Talks, Guitars and Life. What is going on, man? I hope wherever you are today, you're having a fantastic day. And maybe you're enjoying a nice snack the way I am. Check this out, man. My daughter picked these up for me last night, man. These are pretzels stuffed with Reese's peanut butter. Peanut butter, Jack. Yeah, man. Tastes like a pretzel and a Reese's cup all at one time. Pause for the pretzel. That's a good pretzel, man. This guy's talking with his mouth full. Well, of course I'm talking with my mouth full. It's TED Talks, Guitars, and Life, Jack. You ain't new. Stinking critics. All right, my friends, we are looking at the body of a Firebird that my dear brother Ray over at Guitar Adventures with Ray Landis. Check out Ray's channel. Show him some love. Tell him I sent you, Jack. In the last video about this guitar project, we did copacetically route out a swimming pool route, kind of, sort of, okay? A couple caveats. Number one, my lines are not what some might call technically straight. However, we did get the job done. The other reason it's not technically a swimming pool route is that it does not have the depth of a typical swimming pool route. Because we are going to do for the first time on the channel, and I'm saying the first time, baby, ain't ever done this before. Hey, shout out to Strings and Pucks for all his guidance, man, on this kind of thing. Yeah, man, we had some good conversations about it. I just realized I messed something up over here. Anyway, we'll fix that. Don't worry about it, guys. We'll edit all that out. We don't edit out mistakes. No, we don't edit mistakes. Thanks for the reminder, as always. Anyway, guys, so in the fast forward preview that we just did together, I did copacetically do some drilling on the guitar body. I drilled 2 holes right here in that cavity for our p90, which I've never installed before. I did copacetically drill a hole for our ground wire, since this is a tele emulation. I did drill the 4 holes for the output jack. And I completely messed up drilling out the holes for the control panel. How many guitars have I gone under the hood and complained that that screw holding that control plate in is impeding that cavity? Well, Jack, I did the same exact thing. So we will be for, re-drilling those 2 holes. Well, we've got our holes drilled out. We've got our part standing by. Jack, if you fancy an adventure, why don't you run on out to the kitchen? Maybe you got some pretzels with some Reese's peanut butter in it, Jack. Man, I hope you do. It sure is good. Run on to the kitchen, man. Get you a snack. Maybe it's a Diet Coke and some popcorn. I dig some good popcorn. Meet me back at the workbench, baby. Come on, man. We got work to do. Let's get into it. Well, all right, my friends. Welcome back to the workbench. So, I have never installed a P90 pickup before. So, I was talking with my dear friend Strings and Pucks, who gave me some pointers. I did also consult a couple of folks on the tube and kind of saw what they did. So I opted, a couple schools of thought on this as far as I can ascertain, okay? One school of thought is if you have a very deep neck pocket, then you can utilize springs. By the way, I went out and bought some Kayash Music, aka Dobro or vice versa. Some p90 screws and springs. Okay, I'm not going to be needing the springs. I'm going to show you why. But they do come with springs. Okay, so if you had a deep swimming pool route, you could use the springs. The screws connect to the bottom of the guitar body. Okay, now also you can utilize foam underneath as well to give stability. Okay, I opted when I was routing this to only go this deep, because in my judgment of things, if I mount that right there, my pickup height is copacetic. Now, if it's not, we're going to have to call Matt. We got to do some more routing, okay? But I'm pretty sure that's going to work out for us right there. I am also positioning the P90 right there because when I put the neck on this guitar, that end of that neck fits right up, almost right up against that P90. And that is where I saw it. And that is the placement of a P90 neck pickup in most of the guitars that I kind of looked at in my very limited research. Okay, so I have drilled out my holes for the P90 screws, and the hole is not really. I could probably go one more wide by way of the width of the screw. However, I didn't want to go too far. So let me find my screwdriver. Now guys, who keeps moving my stuff, man? What is going on? Is it any wonder I can't find anything in this mess? Oh my goodness, 3 projects at one time. That's a great idea, Ted. Why don't you do that some more? Said no one ever. All right, it's got to be here, guys. Give me a second. This guy's taking forever. I know, right? Found it. Whew, that's good, because I thought somebody was going to get fired. Yeah, if we ever fire anybody, you're going to be the first one to go, Jack. Just so you know, man. Nobody likes you, critic. I'm going to go ahead and just start this screw a little bit. I'm going to do the other side. The one, a couple guys that I looked at their vids about P90 installation, one of the things that both of them said, and as well as String said, is that you want to be careful because the screw heads are not, they're a little delicate, let's call it that. I think that's going to work out just fine though, just like that. Okay, so I didn't start willy-nilly with a drill. All right, it looks like it's going to be a little crooked. I need that to be straight. We may need to get creative, guys. And I sure don't mind that. Okay, guys, I'm going to put my wire over to the control cavity. And I'm assuming this is right side up, right here. I don't know, I just started installing pickup, whichever way the writing was right side up. And the wire being on the side of the control cavity that it's going to. Yep, maybe that'll work, maybe that won't. Alright guys, let's see if we did this worth our salt at all. I'm going to follow this one right here. And I may need to adjust the other one. Here's the funny thing about this screwdriver, is that this has this screw thing on it, and there's other parts that go in there. But while I'm screwing screws, that lid always comes off in my hand, because I palm the screwdriver kind of sort of like that. Yeah, anyway. Well, that was a lot of information. Well, it was a lot of information. Now, I probably shouldn't be sitting that close to that, on top of that cord like that. So let me back this up just a little bit. There you go, I feel good about that. Although it's a little loose now. This guy's such as OCD. I don't have OCD, Jack. Well, I might. Alright, now here's the fun fact. If I eyeball it, I'm supposed to go about right there. I don't think my screw hole is anywhere near there. I guess we're gonna find out, Jack. My wife is happy about something. It's Saturday, man, you know. It's a Saturday life, man. Guys, what are you working on today, man? What are you doing? What is happening? Hey, I just heard that Keith is moving, man. He got a new place and soon gonna have a new studio set up and life is gonna be copacetic, Jack. That's wonderful news, Keith. Alright guys, so not so wonderful news. My pickup is kind of slanty, and I think my pickup is slanty because it's technically resting on the screws. Is that what's happening here? Something happened in here. What it is ain't exactly copyright. Alright guys, so if I do that, can I sit something under this side? Kind of hold that up? Well, whether I can, whether I'm supposed to or not, I bet I can. I don't want to burn that. Looking for something to burn, guys. Oh, where's Music Lily? Alright, Music Lily, here, earn your keep, baby. That's not tall enough, is it? I don't know, guys. How are you supposed to do this, man? Maybe that's what the foam is for. I don't know, but see, look, that pickup. Alright. So I'm guessing. Now, do I just need it to be? It shouldn't be slanted, right? That's what I'm saying. And if it should be slanted, shouldn't it be the other way around? Kind of like a humbucker is. I don't know. Alright, well, here's what we're going to do, Jack. This is what we're going to do. We're going to do, well, even if I did that, though, it still doesn't sit. Why does it not sit flush? You telling me the screws are that? Let me look at something. Maybe I didn't do this correctly. That would be a shocker. That would be a shocker. Guys, I'm doing this in real time for you, man. And because I've never done it before, maybe you've... Alright, here's my fatal flaws. Everybody ready? I did not account for the screws. I only accounted for, when I measured this to see the depth that I needed, I did not account for those screws. I certainly did not, my friends. So, wow. Well, that's a problem, isn't it? I guess it could only be a problem if because that, in my judgment, well, that might be all right too. That might be all right right there. Hang on, let me grab the neck. I hope this is helpful for somebody. Put it in the comments, man. All right, we've got one guitar neck. All right, now, if I look at this, yeah, I think that'll be fine, man. The strings are going to be higher than that pickup, just barely. I don't know, maybe it'll work, maybe it won't, guys. Worst case scenario, we call Matt. How many times can this guy call Matt? Well, I can call Matt as often as I want. Matt is my friend, unlike you, Jack. Guys, don't let anybody rent any space in your head, man. Jokers are everywhere, my friends. Let me find some foam, baby. Man, that was serendipitous. What if I did that? if I did that. All right. Now I'm sure they sell pickup foam, right? Absolutely they do. All right. It's a budget channel, baby. I'm not gonna go out to StewMac and buy foam. However, I do have foam out of this pickup box right here. I just think it's too thick. It's way too thick, man. Isn't that way too thick, guys? I don't know, it seems way thick. This one seems, these other pieces seem pretty good thickness-wise. Now the problem is I need to hold them together. Blue tape for the win? Maybe. This is the most Mickey Mouse operation ever, isn't it? Well, I don't know. If it gets the job done, it gets the job done, baby. All I really care about is getting the job done. I don't need an award for whatever. Alright, so if I did that, okay, now, if I did that right there, I've got foam under it. Am I anywhere near that hole that I saw? Maybe. It seems weird that this pickup sits on that wire. But again, with the screw height, I don't guess it has to. It's still doing that. It's still doing that. Perfect. That's pretty much perfect, guys. Okay. Did he say that was perfect? It looks awful. Well, nobody likes you, critic. You can go somewhere, baby. You can go on down the road, Jack. Don't you come back no more, no more, no more, no more. Copyright. Sorry, I'm just looking at my, why am I apologizing? You guys don't care. Looking at my string magnet placement, and I'm pretty sure it's close. Probably gonna be close enough for government work. It's an expression we say in the States for probably not gonna be perfect. But it's Ted Talks Guitars and Life, man. Nobody expected this to be perfect. I can't believe you're even trying this. Well, trying is the way you learn, guys, right? Yeah, man. Why wouldn't I try it? Gotta learn sometime. Alright, it's still... That side's still a little crooked. I don't really get the crooked nature of this, but I don't know why that's happening. Does anybody know why that's unlevel now? I had it perfectly level. Is it because I went too far in? Is it too tight? Why? Okay, why is it higher on this side? Is that the screws again? Am I back to putting something in there? Seriously? Because I'm not above cramming something in there, man. It just needs to be thicker than that. This is a disaster. Oh, this isn't a disaster. A disaster was me trying to refin that Frank Stallone guitar. That was a disaster. I don't know, I kind of enjoyed it. What in the world? What? I don't understand, guys. I don't understand. Don't worry, we're going to edit all this out. We don't edit our mistakes out. Well, I don't know that it's a mistake as much as it is learning curves. My only hope, and I mean this with my whole heart, guys, My only hope is that this is in some way helpful for you. Any of you. I don't know if you guys have ever installed P90s. Maybe it's old hat to you, man. But for me and people like me who've never done this before, this is quite the quandary. All right, let me go back to this. Even though I know that's pretty stout, it's still not going to hold it straight. Well, I don't know, maybe it will. All right, guys, we're going to try this. Why not? Pardon my forehead. Maybe I should fast forward and play the theme music. Nobody wants to hear that song. Hey man, I think some people want to hear the song. I think some people like the song. I think some people probably don't. It's okay. Alright, well, I guess as weirdness goes, that this is the weirdest. This may be the weirdest thing I've done. Oh, I don't think it's the weirdest thing. Okay, we're gonna quit doing that, alright? Nobody needs a critic, man. There's enough critics in the world, guys. Guess what? You do you, baby. Did I tell you about the pretzels with the Reese's peanut butter? Oh man, it's a fabulous snack, baby. If you fancy a snack, you might want to check those out. Hey Mike, not a sponsor bid. I'm about to give up on this, man. Well, lo and behold, that big old thick piece of foam did the trick, baby. Now that's ugly as all outdoors, okay? I have two options. One is I could cut that I could cut the rest of that foam. And I could have left it, because I don't think anybody cares how pretty that is in there. Most of the rest of this is boilerplate for me. It's a Ellacaster, okay? Okay guys, so we've got our P90 installed. What I need to do is reinstall the bridge plate because I need to create a pick guard. So for those of you who are a little disappointed that we didn't do the pick guard in the Peavey vid, today's your lucky day, my friends. Because this is going to necessitate us doing that. Alright, so before I put my bridge plate on, so guys, we were going to go with the rust look and the nice Guyker rust looking knobs. I decided, just because in our previous conversation I was talking about this chrome right here, and it just looks silly to me. Not that it's about cosmetics or that I really care about that too much. But, you know, just for uniformity's sake, I thought what I'd rather do is just do something like that. Okay? So I went out and I bought a Music Lily basic telly setup. Okay? Now these are 250K pots. That's a P90. Is that okay? I think it's okay. According to what I read, it'll be okay. I guess time will tell, huh? So, we're going to throw this through here. That's first order business. Alright, I'm going to try to feed that up through here. Make us a little ground situation. In fact, I'm going to give us a little bit more wire to work with here. Alright, that looks decent enough. Now, I like to put a little piece of copper tape on that. Now, is it overkill? Probably. Is it necessary? Probably not. Then Ted, why do you do it? I don't know, guys. Why does anybody do anything? You can put it in the comments. You put it in the comments and tell me it's not necessary. I've looked under the hood of a lot of tellies, and very few of them. Most of them have a ground wire like this, but none of them have copper tape over them. But one of my main kind of concerns in doing this is that that wire is going to fall down out of that hole right there. So I just like to firm it up a little bit. So that's why I'm going to do that. And I'm going to connect it to the bridge. This is again overkill, right? But I'm going to put this strip of copper tape right there so that I can connect to that. Necessary, unnecessary? Well, I don't know. Why don't you put in the comments, man? Guys, I don't have a dog in your hunt. You know what I'm saying? I only have dogs in my hunt. So, what you do and don't do, guess what, Jack? You do you, baby. In all things guitars and life, you do you, my friends. I say it in every video. Say it with me, guys. Number one, I'm not a luthier. Number two, I'm not a professional. And number three, all this channel has ever been is one man's journey talking about guitars and life, Jake. Learning how to do so much of this along the way, man. Yep. A learning experience is all this is. Alright, so I'm going to shove that through there like so. I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and normal this up. Talk amongst yourselves for a minute. By the way, guys, the bridge plate did come with set screws, but mine were just a little bit longer, so I went with those. The way I lined this up, it looks a little cockeyed to me, but I followed the string through the body holes, and that's where I seated the bridge exactly. So maybe that won't come back to bite me. Maybe it will. I don't know. Okay, so then we've got all this we're doing. All right, now, I'm not going to do electronics just yet. Here's what we're going to do now. Now we're going to have some fun. Remember this? All right, let me take this off here. Now, clearly, we cannot do a telly design, okay? However, we could, and I'm using the word could, do something like that. Now, the question is, let me get another piece of transparency. Stand by, guys. Okay, guys. So, I'm going to go ahead and tape right here. Let me get some Scotch tape. Okay, we're going to do the easy thing. And we're going to make the edge of what will be a pick guard the bottom of the pick guard. One less cut we'll have to make. Okay. Now I'm going to follow the jankiness of this. Well, I shouldn't call it janky. Right there. Okay. Now, we got that going for us. Now, TR pointed out in a recent vid that this one-ply sticky stuff is more than likely for an acoustic guitar, not an electric guitar. It is not, i.e., a 3-ply pick guard. So there's a couple things that we could do. Number one, we could burn a telly pick guard, but the problem is that a Tele pick guard isn't going to go over here, if that makes any sense at all. So the first thing that I want to mark, and this is not going to be exact, okay, Spark, bear with me, man. I'm going to do something like this. Whoops. So we got our p90 slot. We've got a pick guard that comes right here. Now, one of the things I will use the pick guard for, what happened to my pick guard? Right here. Is to kind of gauge my line here. Now, if I use this as my edge, right? Okay. That's a starting point. So I kind of need to do this little, so I need a curved line right there. Let me get a pick guard. Okay. So if I follow this like that, if I do that, if I did that, right there. Okay. Then I don't know if you can see that or not. Let me give you a white background. Looks like a Simpsons character. Copyright. Something like that, guys. Now, I could be wrong. Yeah, I'm not worried about it. Okay. So, now what we're going to do. Now what we're going to do is we're going to attempt. The key word is always attempt at TED Talks Guitars in Life. To get this as straight as possible. Hey guys, I'm cutting the wrong end. That needs to be the other way around. Well, I don't guess, yeah. Well, that's the sticky side. Okay. All right. Diversity, that's all. We don't hide our mistakes, man. We own them. Stand by.
If it's a day called today, come rain, sleet, or snow, we're talking guitars and a life jack. Get your popcorn and Diet Coke and come on to the show. Let's go. TED Talks Guitars and Life. TED Talks Guitars
Okay guys, that's gonna have to be as good as I can get it. Now, once I put this on the guitar body, I am gonna have to saw the neck pocket, okay? And I understand that. So, all right, let me clean up, and then we'll come back and handle our business, or at least we'll try to. Jack, stand by. As always, wherever you are in your guitar journey, man, I pray it's a long, smooth, safe, joy-filled ride for you, Jack. Rock on with your best selves, everybody. Catch you down the road.